everyone, it's Tammy and I'm here to do a fancy fold corner card for you guys. I am going to use this pun set. It's called Pun Fun from Stampin' Up. I do not know the year, but I'm sure it's old. It has 8 stamps in it and they're all punny. The one I'm going to use today is called Hip Hippo Ray, and I thought it was fun and we could use this one for congratulations or for a birthday or for whatever you might like, and I thought the hippo was just really cute. So this is the one that we're going to use today, and to do this card you need cardstock, obviously, and I am using 2 pieces out of one of my favorite sets that I have recently refound in my collection. It's called Oops-a-Daisy. It's from Hobby Lobby and it's really thick, nice cardstock, and all of the pieces match, and I thought that was really cute. Sometimes it's hard for me to match up cardstock, and that's a really good tip. If you have a hard time matching cardstock, it's good to get matchy sets, or even the double-sided cardstock from like Stampin' Up or whatever, the designer series paper, because then you know it's gonna match, which is handy dandy. Let me fix my tripod just a little minute. I have an issue with it and it is driving me bananas. It seems like it, I don't know. It doesn't like hold my camera very well, and I'm afraid that my camera is going to fall. So I've been putting some tape on it just to help hold it. But I don't know, actually that looks all right now. As long as it doesn't move around and wiggle too much, I think it will be okay. So maybe if I don't hit it, it'll be all right. Okay, so anyway, we start with the base of the card, which is 5.5 by 8.5, and we're going to fold this per usual to make it an A2 card, and that just means that it's 5.5 by 4.25. So I'm going to take my bone folder and make that a good, nice, crisp fold. And then we're going to, on the inside, we're going to just layer. I have a 4-inch by 5.25, and then a 3 3/4 by 5. And if you look, it's just the same pattern paper from the same 12 by 12 card set. I just have it turned upside down because I figure usually I use these as scraps and I throw them in a scrap pile, but I have so many scraps that I feel like I need to use my scraps, so I'm going to just use the back side of it and just call it a day. So that's going to be the inside of the card. So when you open it up, it will look like this. But then the outside of the card is going to have a creative fold on it, and out here we need to have a piece of 2 3/4 by 2 3/4 piece of cardstock, and I'm going to just get rid of that because it's kind of noisy trying to find it all. But a 2 3/4 by 2 3/4 square, and then 2 5/8 by 2 5/8 square, which matches this one as well. And then a 2.5 by 2.5 inch square. So these are all going to go on the outside of this card, which would be cute in itself. I could just do it like this, but no. We have a creative card that we're going to do. And I have my sizes up here. I don't know if you could see that when I was talking because it looks like it's a little too far away. But I will also try to remember to put them below or take a picture with them. I try to do both so that you will have those and see those. So let's get started with our fancy fold. I'm going to put the Hip Hip Hooray on this guy and color him, and I thought that I'd do the whole card because I know I don't do that all the time. So for this card, I need the cuts to go here and here. So without trying to confuse myself too much, I'm going to start at the base, and I want to go 3 inches from the bottom of the card, and I'm going to go 5/8 inch in, which is hard to see on this end, isn't it? So I need to go in from this end. Okay, so now I'm going to confuse myself even more because this is the card, and I want to go, oh lordy, let me put it this way again. Okay, I need my things to go here and here, and I'm just going to put a piece of Post-it note. Actually, I'll just use one of these. And I'm going to put myself where I want this square to be. And I'm going to mark it with a pin that I want it to be this way and this way. That way I won't get too confused. All right, because it's confusing when I have to go, at least for me, it's confusing when I have to go to the top, because I don't usually use the top, I usually use the bottom, and I can probably do the measurements from the bottom, but I'd rather do it from the top because this one counts from 12 up, and there's not another ruler on the other side, which makes it confusing for me. So let's turn it this way, and I'm going to go in, well, I want this to start at 3 inches. That's where I'm getting confused. Wah. Okay, let's see. The card is 1, 2, 3, 4 3/4 inches. 4 1/4 inches, duh. So 4 1/4, if I went in 1 1/4 from this, that is where I want it to start. Whew, this shouldn't be this hard, but it is for me when I'm trying to do some math. So if you see the middle of the card, so where it would be 4/8, 4 4, sorry. Okay, I'm confusing myself, so I know I'm confusing you, and I apologize. What I'm trying to do is put a cut here and a cut here. And the way that I'm doing that is I want to start the cut at 3 inches from this side in. And so that means that I need 1 1/4 inches on this side from where I start, because if the whole thing's 4 1/4 inches and I want this to be 3 inches, that means I have 1 1/4 inches on that side. So it's from the middle of the card that I have 1 1/4 inches. So that's where I'm going in 1 1/4 inches, and then I'm going to start at the 5/8 inch mark, which is between the 1/2 inch and the 3/4 inch, and you can count the little things, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You start it there and you just push it down so it makes a little hole starting there, and then I go down to the 3 inches. So down to 3 inches, up to 5 5/8 of an inch to 3 inches, and then I have a line of a hole in my card. Hopefully you guys can see that. And then I'm going to do the same thing on this side. So I want these to match. So to make it less confusing, at least even for myself, I'm starting this, which is 3 inches. I'm starting this at where the line would meet. So I'm going to start here at about 3 inches for where the line meets. And it is 3 inches from the top. And I'm going to cut to 5/8 of an inch, which again is between the 1/2 inch and the 3/4 inch mark. And if you have one of these rulers, you can count. You can see the little line divots. And then I have a, like, I don't know what you call this, but you have a cut in your card. And you're like, wait a minute, I can't use that. It kind of talks. Okay, silly. Confusing, maybe, but it's really cute, I promise. So if you try it, let me know, because you would like it. And it's going to be cute. So then you take this and you just fold it. This is why it gets its name, the Creative Fold card. And you bone fold these edges down. So now do you see how it's going to look? This card is going to open like this, and there will be pretty on the inside, and there will be pretty on this side. And this is why you made these all square to fit inside this square. Isn't that cute? So it will look like this, and then on the inside, when we glue these down, it will look something like this. So isn't that cute? And we'll have our hip hip hooray on there, and it will just be really cute. So let's just go ahead and get started stamping then. So I'm going to take my little hippo, and I'm using the Memento ink. I don't know if I'm going to use my Copics or not. I probably will. And we'll just kind of stamp in the middle of this square. Pretty good. And that's all the stamping that this card really kind of requires, which is crazy talk. And I'm getting my super duper Stampin' Scrub. which I haven't used today, so I'm going to spray it pretty good. And then I'm going to clean this stamp off. And I know that rubber stamps get a bad rap when it comes to other stamps because of the size and all the storage and all of that, but I really like rubber stamps. They seem to always have the crispest stamp for me. I don't know if I'm hard on them or what, but sometimes the photopolymer stamps or the Klingon stamps, they just don't. I have to stamp several times. It seems like when I stamp with a wooden block stamp, I get a better stamp first time. But whatever, I like them all. I'm not going to complain. So I'm taking my Copic Grays. I just got these not long ago, so I still have them in this. I'm not sure if I'm going to switch them out or not. And I think I'll take the 3 medium dark ones because I don't want him to be black. And I think I'd like him to be about this color, this N4. So I'm using N2, N6, and N4. And I'm just going to take the lids off of all of them. Whoops. And of course, I take the wrong end off of each one. Isn't that hilarious? We'll take the ends off of all of them. That was really cool how I did that too. Too bad it was wrong. Okay, that's all right. And I'm going to take the lightest one. And I guess I could put these up. Hopefully you guys can see those. I'm going to take the lightest one and I'm just going to color my whole hippo in. And when I'm planning on cutting outside the lines, like if I plan on fussy cutting, it's not a big deal if you go outside the lines, but I am not going to do that this time, so I need to be careful, which is probably not going to happen. I always go outside the lines on something, but that's okay. It's a homemade card, and I really don't think anybody notices. No one has ever complained, and I've given a million cards. So I start with the lightest, and then I go to the second lightest, which is N4. And I'm going to just kind of go around the edges of the hippo. And then I'll take the N2 again. And before he dries too much, I'm going to go ahead and color him in. Just kind of blending that line so it's not too noticeable. And then I'm doing the same thing to his little back and his rear end. I hope I didn't say little rear end there, because it's a pretty big hippo rear end. It's a cute rear end though. He's a cute little hippo. So now I'm taking the lighter one again, and I'm just kind of going in the circular motion to kind of blend that line so it doesn't show up so much, so it's not like a harsh color transition. And I'm going to do a little bit more here. Go around his bow, go around his neck again, his belly, and his hiney, his back. Just wherever I think that it would be darker naturally. And then I'm going to blend that in again. And I am no expert, so please don't think that I am, because I am not. I'm just doing what I feel is right. And then I'm taking this very darkest one, which is almost a black color. It's like really dark gray. I don't know what they call it, neutral gray, but to me it's dark. And I'm just highlighting where I think there would be more highlights. And then, whoo, I'll take the N4. Whoops, that's the N2. I'm taking the N4 and I'm blending that in. And I just colored over the bow a little bit, but that's okay. I'll color that. Oh, I'll straighten that up. And then I'm going to take the N2 and blend a little bit more. And that's kind of the key to Copics, at least as far as I know, to make it look decent for me, is just blending. You just have to keep using different colors. And it's just fun. And if you don't enjoy it, then by no means do you have to do so much. And it seems like from watching YouTube videos and such 3 colors is normally what people use on one thing. So again, I'm using the N6 on the out and then the N4 on the inside, and then I'll go in again with the N2, and that can go all over. I'm even going to get the ears a little bit again, and again I'm going outside the lines a little bit, but that's okay. And I think that he is finished. So this is my N2, and I'm finding my N2 lid, sticking him on, my N6, and my N4. So these are just all neutral grays, but I really like having a set of grays. And I'm going to put these back in the case, N2, N6, N4. And I'm going to get another color to do his cheeks. So I'm going to do pink, and then I want kind of a bright pink for his bow that will match the card and his little, whatever this is called, and maybe even those things. I don't know if those are supposed to be gray or if they're supposed to be pink. I don't know. I'll see how he looks with just pink. Let me grab, let's see, I have this pink. I think that might be good, and then I'm going to get just this one, which is just called pink. So we'll see how those two look on him. I think I'll do his little cheeks with this color. I'm just going in and giving him just a little bit of pink color. And then I will go in with his bow on this color. And his balloon. And I'm just going to take this color, even though I know it's lighter, and just go around it as well, just to intensify the color a little bit more. Maybe make it a little brighter. That's pretty cute. And I think I'm going to leave those gray because when I think about it, I think that they're probably gray. Now, if I had my gray ink handy, which I do not because I can't find any of my ink and stuff. It's crazy. I have it all in a basket, which is dumb because then it's all stacked on top of each other and I can't ever see the colors. I need to get an ink holder, but that will come. So I'm going to take my gray Copic, and just on the edge of the Copic, I'm being really careful and just getting the edge of this. I do not want to ruin my Copic marker. This is totally not worth doing that. So I'm just being careful not to cut it, obviously. And I think it's strong enough to hold it. I'm not like being silly about it, but I think that it's fine. I'm just getting myself a little bit of a line of gray around the edges just to kind of make it pop a little bit. And I may even, I think I'll do the same with the pink on the inside piece. And let's see, this color. No, I think I want the darker color. You know what, I think I might use this end because I don't usually ever use this chisel point. And that way, if I accidentally ruined this somehow by doing this, which I don't think I would, it would be the point I don't use. Now you can replace the nubs, so, I mean, even if I did ruin it somehow, you could replace it and get another one. And I think I'll do the same around this, which is the actual card now. One of my really good friends is at the Statue of Liberty right now, which is pretty cool. We're from Indiana, so that's a long way away. And I've never been to New York, and I would love to. I know my daughter would really love to, so that's kind of cool. And you know what? I think I might even do a little bit of, see if I can do this, like go around the gray with a little bit of pink. Gosh, gray and pink used to be so popular when I was in high school. I still like it. I'm an 80s girl. That's pretty cute. Okay. So now I think we're ready to decorate the card and to put it all together. Like I said, I think I keep messing up. Okay, so I'm going to take my handy dandy ATG glue gun and I'm going to put the back base down on top of the base of the card. So I am going to just center this up from all the edges and put it down. And I'll do the same with this one on top of that. And this is the piece that is, I'm using the white side of this decorated cardstock. And then I'm going to unfold this for a second and I'm going to put glue here and here. That way when I fold it, this glue will stick down onto that. And now I'm going to turn all these upside down so I can glue them and put them on there. So there's one piece. And two pieces. And look at my hippo coming, shining through. That's cute. And three pieces. So just layered it up. And it says, hip hip hooray! Then you open it up to that and you can write your sentiment inside. And we can decorate this up however we want. I haven't really planned on anything, so let me look at my stash. I'm just looking around on my wall. Some ribbon would be cute because I am such a ribbon person. I love ribbon. And since he has a bow, a ribbon might be cute. And then maybe some flowers. Let's see. I have this pink ribbon. I want to see if this matches. Sure it does. So I'll take this and just go on the outside and center it up. And let's see if I can get those ribbons so that they're not twisted around. There we go. And I'm going to tie this in a knot. And then I'll tie it in a bow. Can you tie it in a knot? Can you tie it in a bow? Can you throw it in over your shoulder like a continental soldier? Do your ears hang low? Does anybody else remember that song? Please tell me I'm not the only one. Trying to see how big of a bow I want. I like big bows and I cannot lie. Everything can be a song, can't it? Okay, so I'm going to do it there, and then I'm going to cut these off kind of on the long side just because I'm being a little obnoxious and fun. Because it's a hippo! Hooray! That's cute. I don't even know if I need anything else. I kind of like it just like that. Hip hip hooray! That makes me smile, so I think I'm done because I really like it. It's weird how these pinks look like different colors, don't they? This pink looks a little more rose than that pink, but they're the same pink. I used the same one. And I even like how this backside kind of looks like that. That's kind of cute. Fun. Okay, well, I think that's our card for today. I hope that you guys like it. I hope that you enjoy, and I hope that this thing didn't like get too crazy and start like filming weird. I need to tighten up the screw somehow or something. But thanks again for watching. Bye-bye.